Of course, a lot of things are still maintained inside Appian 7.5, and all the processes you designed for the past several years and the current version continue to operate in our rapid design to execution environment. So it allows you to do a drag and drop process design environment, use those same connectors as well to connect to these backend systems through either UI or through process orchestration to integrate all those backend environments. And of course, the process designer is designed to be a straight design to execution environment. So as I design, I can immediately test and design that environment inside the process modeling tool. Another important feature pairing off that is bringing advanced task management to Appian 7.5 tempo as well. So advanced task management is the concept of doing dynamic reassignment, dynamic or manual reassignment, reassigning to different groups, having complex reassignment privileges of who can actually receive that work, forward that work to another user, or must sign off on that task themselves. We really increased the ability to do advanced task management inside the 7.5 release to accommodate all these different types of task reassignment scenarios right inside the Appian Tempo environment. And most importantly, we continue to advance the concept of Appian Sail. If you're not familiar with Appian Sail was introduced last year in Appian World 2013. And it is our self-assembling interface layer. It is our UI direction for the next several years. And it is a major bet by Appian to deliver next-generation modern UIs to all of our customers. It's not only such a large bet that we ask you to develop on it, but all the new Appian interfaces, design time interfaces ourselves, are based on Appian Sail as well. So we're investing heavily on this architecture to basically deliver a write once, run anywhere architecture, a dynamic user experience, and a highly powerful, fast, and modern user experience that works on any device you happen to pick up. Appian Sail, though, is being advanced in a number of key areas. The most importantly one is the editable grid, or what I like to call the spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is one of the most common use case scenarios that we have for our customers. I often talk about when people ask me, what is the typical biggest competitor that Appian has? It's not the guys who you typically name that you see in the Gartner Magic Quadrant. Our biggest competitor is email and Microsoft Excel. So much of that our businesses are run by these Microsoft Office tools in a pretty inefficient fashion. And we want to bring a lot of those capabilities that you have in the Microsoft Office suite, such as advanced spreadsheet and grid capabilities, natively into the user experience of the environment. And not only that, but also working on all the mobile devices that you have. So advanced spreadsheets that work on iOS, Android devices, iPad devices as well. And of course, the editable grid is completely dynamic as you interoperate with it. So this is a simple screenshot example. I'll try to demo it a little later. But as you can see, I can fill in the information, has dynamic cascading dropdowns, individual field level validation, automatic totals, all the typical operations you want. And you can use the entire rules architecture to empower it with whatever dynamic capabilities you envision. Another important component coming out is also new content pickers, as well as an encrypted text element. New content pickers are important for allowing you to rapidly find the data across the environment. So drop-downs are wonderful, but drop-downs are also horrible if you have large data sets. So we want to have type-ahead, intelligent pickers, modern UI pickers that work on almost any data context. In 7.4, we released a generic content picker, but in 7.5, we're also releasing document management content pickers, folder content pickers, people pickers for picking people from your directory servers to rapidly find information and bring it into a task or dashboard experience. The encrypted text component is also an important one because we want to make it easier than ever to secure information that you capture inside forms. So security is a big issue. We want to make sure that security is not only applied in how we communicate with our client computers as they interoperate with Appian, but also the information that we capture needs to be highly secured. And it needs to lead to a designer to naturally encrypt information. It doesn't need to be an extra step or an extra security thing. So we introduced the encrypted text component as a simple mechanism. You just drag and drop like place on any screen, like any text component field, and it will always ensure the information captured inside of there is highly encrypted while at rest inside the Appian system. And finally, of course, a key tenet of Appian Sail is the concept of mobile equals desktop, as I've said many times before. We do not want to have our customers have the burden of testing and verifying the UIs that you design on every single device. We want to give you the guarantee that if you design in Sail, you don't need to test it technically on iPhone. You don't need to test it. We are going to guarantee it's going to work on those devices. We would rather have you focus with your business users, design the optimal UI experience for them, focus on the processes to deliver the ideal process solution for them and the record experience for them, and take away the burden of the software IT complexity to the platform vendor ourselves in the Appian product.